I didn't mean to listen to the tape. I wasn't even supposed to be in the archive room that night. The station has been dead for months, officially shut down after the fire. Unofficially, it was still here. Still humming. Still breathing in that way abandoned buildings do. Like they're waiting for someone to notice them again. I was contracted to catalog the remains, salvage what data could be saved before the whole place was demolished. It was meant to be a 2-week job. Quiet and boring. It stopped being boring on the 3rd night. The archive room was underground, past a reinforced steel door that had been warped from heat. Inside, there was rows and rows of metal shelves sagged under the weight of the tapes. There was thousands of them, reel-to-reel recordings, labeled by date and time stretching back decades. Most were corrupted, static or dead air, equipment tests. But there was one tape that quite wasn't like the others. It wasn't logged in the system, no barcode, no entry. Just a handwritten label in black marker. Last transmission. Do not archive. I laughed when I saw it, but I wish I hadn't. Curiosity isn't bravery. It's just stupidity, but with better branding. I loaded the tape into the playback unit. The machine whined like it hadn't been used in years, and then it clicked. Static. Then breathing. Not the rhythmic inhale, exhale of someone near a microphone. This was strained, wet, like the air was trying to fight its way into the lungs that didn't want it anymore. A man spoke. Testing. If anybody finds this, please, just listen all the way through. His voice cracked on the last word. I don't know how long we have left. We shouldn't have gone live tonight. We knew the signal was unstable, but headquarters wanted results. They always want results. There was a pause as there was a sound of paper beginning to be shuffled. My name is Daniel Mercer, Senior Broadcast Engineer, Channel 6. It's 11:47 p.m. The emergency alert system was triggered automatically at 11:02. We did not authorize it. A chill ran up my arms. That night, the fire, it had started right after an emergency broadcast. I remember it clearly. Phones had been buzzing across the city. TVs switched channels on their own. No message though, just a high-pitched tone that went on for almost a minute. Mercer continued. The tone, it wasn't random. It wasn't static. It was something else. Something layered beneath a carrier signal. At first we thought it was just interference. A faint sound bled through the tape, high and thin, almost musical. I need to be clear about this, he said. This wasn't an audio error. It responded. I leaned closer to the speaker. At 11:04, we started getting calls. People said they felt wrong. Headaches, pressure behind the eyes. One woman said her dog was screaming at the television. The breathing returned, louder now. Then, the cameras picked it up. The tape hissed, then a soft clicking sound, someone nervously tapping a pen. Our studio cameras are digital, but we kept analog feeds as backup. When we rewound the footage, there were frames missing, not corrupted, missing, as if something had overridden them. He swallowed audibly. And in those tapes, there was something watching us. The lights in the archive room began to flicker. I told myself it was a coincidence. Old wiring, nothing more. And Mercer's voice dropped. It doesn't look like anything. That's the problem. It's absence. Negative space. like your eyes slide off of it when you try to focus. The tape screeched for half a second, then it stabilized. When the fire alarms went off, we tried to evacuate. 3 people made it out. I wasn't one of them. A distant clang echoed in the background of the recording. I can hear it moving through the station now. It follows sound, attention, awareness. Something made a clang above me in the real world. I froze. Mercer then whispered, "If you're listening to this, that means it escaped the broadcast loop. It means the signal survived." The high-pitched tone returned, louder. Under it, there was something else, though, almost like whispering layered backwards. "You need to understand," Mercer said. His voice was shaking. "It doesn't want anyone. It wants witnesses." My skin pricked. "It learns by being perceived. Every ear that it hears gives a shape." The breathing on the tape was panic now. "I tried to destroy the master tape. I tried to wipe the backups, but every time we erased it, it came back. Recorded itself over empty channels. Over silence." A crash was heard in the background. "I can't see it anymore," Mercer sobbed. "But I know it's here. And I know it's..." The tape cut to pure tone. No static. A single sustained frequency that made my teeth buzz. Then, very faintly, I heard my name. I jerked back from the machine. That wasn't possible. The tape is years old. I shut off the player. The room fell into silence so deep my ears rang. I sat there for a very long time. I told myself I imagined it. The exhaustion was playing tricks on me. I should have left then. Instead, I checked the time code on the tape. The recording didn't end where I stopped it. There was still 12 minutes remaining. I told myself I needed to finish it for documentation, for closure. I turned the machine back on. The tone resumed instantly as if it had been waiting. Mercer's voice returned, quieter and closer. "If you're hearing this part, it's already too late." The whispering under the tone grew clearer. Not words, but breathing. Mine. "I understand it now," Mercer said. "It doesn't cross any distances. It crosses attention. The moment you try to understand it, you invite it closer." The lights went out, and there was total darkness. The tape kept playing. "It's standing behind me," Mercer whispered. "I can't see it, but the air, it feels wrong. Like something is occupying space where it shouldn't." Something warm brushed the back of my neck. I didn't turn around. "You think you're alone when you listen," Mercer said. "But you never are. It just listens back." The whispering, it became synchronized with my breathing. "In a moment," Mercer continued, "you feel the urge to look for it. Don't. If you give it shape, it will keep it." I shut my eyes tight, and the tone dropped all of a sudden. There was silence. Then Mercer spoke one last time. Calm now. "This is the last transmission. If you're hearing this, it means you finished the recording." A click. The tape, it stopped. The lights came back on. I sat there, shaking. Heart was pounding so hard that it hurt. I packed up my things and I left the station that night. I quit my job. I didn't tell anybody why. I threw the tape into a river on my way home. That was 3 weeks ago. Since then, my phone has been acting strange. Random audio files appear in my storage, unlabeled, always 11 minutes long. I didn't dare open them. Sometimes, late at night, I hear a faint tone through my headphones, even when they aren't plugged in. And sometimes, when the room is quiet enough, I can feel something standing just behind me, waiting, listening. Hey guys, it's Justin here, and thanks for watching to the end. If you feel like you're enjoying the short story narrations that I'm doing, feel free to give me a like and subscribe, and if you have any short stories you want me to narrate, feel free to leave a comment down below. I also will leave my email in the description if you are a individual that is looking for any voiceover work by me. I also am going to be leaving down my Twitch and my TikTok. I'm going to be start streaming next week every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 p.m. If I decided to change the times in the future, I'll be making a post for that, so stay tuned. And with that, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.